So it's always a good thing to come back to a stand that you've already hunted and you've learned how the deer move around that stand. I mean, you should have a pretty good idea of it before you put the stand up. But you get a better idea after you've hunted it at least one season. Last year was the first season I hunted this stand. I didn't come to hunt it until late in the season. I've got a mock scrape set up over here that I had deer coming to. But the problem was, by the time I got around to hunting this stand, it was really late in the season and the deer were moving really late. So I had deer come to me on this stand several times. It was too dark for me to get a shot, or I didn't want a shot at that particular deer. But right here, about 10 yards from the base of the stand, the tree that the stand is in, is a major trail that the deer use. They passed by me a couple of different times on that trail while I was in that stand, so, and I didn't have a shot opportunity there, but I'm fixing to have one, so that's what I'm doing now. We'll get this couple of shooting lanes cleared out on this stand, and then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna work this scrape. I'm gonna scrape it real clean, and I'm gonna pee in it, just to kind of kickstart things a little bit. So as you can see, I don't want to cut all my cover out of the way. I want to keep some cover up there around me for me to blend in with. So my next step is I'm going to put my harness on, I'm going to get up in the tree, and I'm going to take a look around and see if I see anything that I want to cut and get out of my way. But you need to remember, you need to see it from both perspectives. Yours from the tree, and down here from below where the deer are going to be, because remember, the deer live at 4 feet and below. 4 feet from the ground up is where a deer's world is. Most of the time, I mean, their vision is like this. They see a bar like this, and when they're looking down, that's the reason you can get away with so much movement when a deer's looking down. But when he's looking straight ahead, the further away from your tree he is, the more movement he can see and the higher he can see. But the closer he gets, that bar comes into play and he can't see above a certain point. So you need to remember that. So it's a good idea to get down on the ground and to look back up from what would be the deer's perspective when you're cutting your shooting lanes and making your choices of what to cut and what not to cut. You don't want to clear everything out around you if you're fortunate enough to have a tree that's got some cover like this, and especially the one that I'm getting ready to go to. You don't want to give up that cover if you can help it, but you got to provide yourself with as many shot opportunities as you can. So that's what it's all about, making that shot when the time comes. So I'm going to get in the tree and take a look. Alright, so while I'm here, some of these, I think these are made by X-Stand. These safety lines don't come with the cowbell, it's called, on the HSS lines. The HSS lines come with a cowbell, a rubber cowbell, which really does a lot to help keep you from making a bunch of noise going up and down your tree. So I decided to make some. Occasionally you can find them and you can buy them, but they're proud of them. So I'm gonna look, I hope I've got video footage of where I made these. That's the end out of a tube sock. And that's Flex Seal spray. I put a couple of coats on that and rubberized it. It's tough as nails. I believe it's gonna do a good job. I made these out of just some pipe insulation. They didn't hold up too good. So I'll put that on here. Feed that down through the hole. Put the carabiner back in there. As you can see, no tink, tink, tink. Like that. So that worked pretty good. So there's your handy little idea, DIY, that you can do. Take the end out of tube sock, spray it down real good inside and out with some Flex Seal, and make your own cowbell. So as you can see, this stand up here behind me is nestled in really nice and pretty. I got real good cover all around me on this stand. I can get away with a lot as far as movement and whatnot goes when I'm in this stand most of the time, until the deer actually come in. This is, some of you may recognize this setup. There's a food plot and automatic feeder right here. I've killed several deer, which I have videos of here on the channel. But it's really grown up a lot this year, and so I've got to do some trimming of a few limbs and whatnot to be able to maintain just to maintain the shots that I'm accustomed to being able to take from this tree. And I may be able to open up one or two more. So we're gonna climb up in the tree, take a look around, see what I can identify from up there that needs to be cut, and then I'm gonna come back down and get to cut. I may need to cut some from up there, so I'll attach my cutting pole, my tree saw, to my line so I can pull it up if I need it. So every time I come to check this camera, it's full of black ants. I don't know why this camera does it. I don't know how to get in it, but they do. So today we got something for them. Yep, full of them. Black ants. Well, not as many as usual, but there was a bunch of them in there just took off. We're gonna give them a little WD-40. Help turn the camera back on. All right, so it's a hot one out here today. Last weekend I hung a stand, hung it on Friday and came back on Saturday to cut my shooting lanes. Had the feeder going off. So I need to get out of here before I get run over. So I go over here to this stand, getting ready to go up there to cut some limbs. And what do? I reach up there and grab hold of that cowbell, and there's a wasp nest in it, a red wasp. They were not happy. So I run back over here to the four-wheeler and grabbed that can of WD-40 and went to work on them. They don't like that. soon as I sprayed it up in there, they fell out of there dead, just like if I was using wasp spray on them. So that gave me the idea to spray it inside that camera over there where I keep finding the black ants, and maybe that'll deter them too. So we've got 2 more stands ready today. Everything's in place, ready. They're ready to hunt, and it's getting close now. We've only got about 6 weeks. We've got 35 days. 35 days to go to the season opens, bow season. So if it ain't too bad tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get back out here, and I'm gonna try to get back out here tomorrow and do. I got 2 more stands that I need to go to and do a little bit of trimming and everything. And maybe I may do a video of that, because you just never know what's gonna happen when you're in the woods doing stuff like that. Maybe something interesting. So anyway, I really appreciate you watching my videos. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that like button down there and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the bell, turn on your notifications, and you'll get a notification every time I do a new video. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy them. If you got any comments, please leave them below. Please remember to always be respectful in your comments. If you don't, they're going to be deleted immediately. But open to discussion about anything. Got any ideas for a video you want me to make, put it down there. So anyway, I really do appreciate you watching, and there's more to come, and there you go.